Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. According to reports, because the United States is worried about the rising risk of war in the Taiwan Strait, it has specially sent representatives to express concerns about the semiconductor industries of the Netherlands and Taiwan. After the United States expressed concerns, the Dutch government efficiently organized a meeting between officials and the Dutch company ASML, and ASML provided assurances to Dutch government officials that they had the ability to remotely control chip manufacturing facilities in Taiwan, China, capabilities, and even conducted relevant simulation tests. This means that once changes occur in the Taiwan Strait, the Netherlands can remotely paralyze TSMC, which uses ASML lithography machines, to prevent mainland China from occupying the world's largest chip manufacturing company. Once the news was exposed, it attracted widespread attention in the global technology industry. ASML is the world's top lithography machine manufacturer, and the only company currently producing extreme ultraviolet lithography machines. It can be said that ASML's photolithography machines monopolize the entire high-precision chip manufacturing equipment industry. This industry is closely related to the lives of ordinary people. The latest smartphones, top-end computers and other equipment used by many people require ASML equipment to produce the required high-process chips. At the same time, artificial intelligence and large-scale model technologies that are sweeping across the entire technology field also require GPUs composed of high-performance chips produced by the company's lithography machines for calculations. As the world's major chip manufacturer, if ASML has the ability to remotely shut down TSMC's production lines at any time, it means that TSMC and the global semiconductor security are not completely under its own control, but under the control of Dutch companies. If even a lithography machine that has been sold can be controlled at any time, then what is the point of selling? What is even more worrying is that many mainland chip manufacturing companies have also purchased the company's lithography machines. If this technology can remotely shut down TSMC's production lines, then in theory it can also shut down the production lines of mainland chip companies. This also constitutes a huge risk warning for mainland China's chip manufacturing industry. In response to this issue, relevant parties such as ASML, TSMC, the Dutch Ministry of Trade and the U.S. Department of Commerce declined to comment on the matter. In fact, this situation is not uncommon in the West. For example, after some countries purchase U.S. weapons, they not only need to obtain U.S. approval before using these weapons, but the entire action plan also requires prior request for instructions and subsequent reporting. Many reports have previously shown that China has imported high-precision CNC machine tools from the West, and its manufacturers are required not only to report the use of machine tools to the manufacturer, but also to obtain permission from the manufacturing company when moving the machine location. However, the West used this arbitrary clause to try to put pressure on China. However, the end result was that China gradually conquered high-precision CNC machine tool manufacturing technology, and the performance of domestic products has caught up with or even surpassed imported products. At present, China's domestic lithography machines use deep ultraviolet technology, and there is still a certain gap between them and ASML's extreme ultraviolet lithography machines in terms of chip manufacturing processes. This situation also applies to lithography machines. However, as chip R&D companies such as SMIC and Huawei continue to tackle key problems, China has developed a multiple exposure process using low-process lithography machines to manufacture high-process chips, gradually narrowing the gap with foreign countries. At the same time, China's self-developed extreme ultraviolet lithography machine technology research is also continuing. Under previous pressure from the United States, the Dutch government has banned ASML from exporting extreme ultraviolet lithography machines to China. The company's CEO once lamented that if it no longer sells high-tech lithography machines to China, it may no longer be able to sell them in the future. As China continues to make technological breakthroughs, ASML's monopoly on high-tech lithography machines has begun to count down. At present, ASML and the Netherlands are trying to stop the chip production line to threaten the mainland's liberation of Taiwan. This is really ridiculous. It can be said to be committing suicide to save one's own life. However, what foreign politicians fail to understand is that compared with the important historical mission of reunifying the motherland, neither TSMC nor other companies are insignificant. If it comes to this, China's losses will be huge. In the first quarter of this year alone, China spent €2 billion to import a batch of lithography machines from ASML. The total value of imported photolithography machines last year reached tens of billions. In other words, in recent years, China's expenditure on the import of photolithography machines alone has reached hundreds of billions. If these heavily purchased photolithography machines are remotely destroyed, China's losses will be huge. Domestic chip companies will also experience shutdowns, or even bankruptcy. To be honest, the current situation is indeed quite difficult. If we ignore the attack on Taiwan, even if it succeeds, the consequences will be heavy. China will at least have to bear the reality that its chip industry will be destroyed. And if you include losses in export and foreign trade, it becomes even more uneconomical. In my opinion, the news released by Bloomberg this time is mainly to shock China. But what I have to admit is that their move is indeed effective. For China, if it cannot solve the problem of photolithography machines, even if it can forcibly take it back to the other side, the cost will probably be huge. The only good thing is that time is still on China's side. As long as China can solve the problem of photolithography machines and chip manufacturing problems, China will be able to regain the initiative. Even if it turns against it, China will not lose too much. In short, China's top priority now is to solve the problem of localization of lithography machines. Even if it is not possible, it must find the backdoor of ASML lithography machines and develop a shielding method. Only in this way can China turn its passiveness into its initiative. What do you think?